Hi everyone! So today I decided I would try the Colander pour again, and this time I mixed different colors for more contrast than last time. Last time I went with a bit of an analogous color harmony. Now I'm going for a complementary color harmony. So orange is the complementary of blue. So if you look on the color wheel, they're facing each other. Those are complementary colors. And I also mixed a little bit of black and a lot of white. And the white this time I mixed with a little bit of titanium white to try and have even more contrast, keep the white more opaque, because titanium white is an opaque pigment, while zinc white is a transparent pigment. But zinc white is very heavy in density, and I like that. That's what I use to create my cells. But it's so transparent that sometimes I lose a lot of contrast and a lot of definition in my cells. So I add the titanium white to try and avoid losing the definition. And yeah, I mix my paints the usual way. Other than that, the white is about 1/3 white, 2/3, well, 1/3 titanium white, 2/3 zinc white, and then I add about 70% medium to that mix and no water, because water has a lower density than paint and pigments, and it helps with the colors that are light in density. It helps them sell up because the lighter colors will tend to float. And I also have a fluorescent orange and fluorescent blue. Those are inks, well, high flow acrylics. I have a Pyrolle orange that is also a high flow acrylic. For those I mixed 1 part high flow acrylic, 2 10-part medium, and then I add a splash of water, like 5%, not even, just to help them be a little lighter in density, you know, just to help them sell up. There are colors that are light in density to start with, so they shouldn't have any problem do that. I have Manganese blue hue that is a mix of pigment. It has well, from memory it has I think phthalo blue, a green pigment, and a zinc white. So I place it to be a little heavy on the heavier side. I'm not too sure, because when it's a pigment mix, it's hard to know in which exact quantities the pigments are mixed together. And when I'm talking about density, it's like a centimeter cube of pigment. So imagine a cube that is 1 centimeter on all sides. And when it's only one pigment, it's easy to know because it's one pigment. But when it's a mix of pigment, imagine a centimeter cube of mixed pigment, but you do not know in which exact percentage the pigments are mixed. So it's hard to know the exact weight. Yeah, so pretty much the only way to really know is know your pigments, know that the zinc white in it is pretty heavy though, so it's going to be on the heavier side probably. But experimenting will tell you a lot. And then I have a heavy body acrylic, Mars Black, and this is a pretty heavy density paint as well. So I have light density colors and heavy density colors. The Mars Black is a heavy body paint, so it's mixed with a lot of water, so it could maybe sell up a little, but we'll see. So yeah, I think that's pretty much about it. I will zoom you in and we'll get started with that. Alright, so my Colander is there. It's not quite the usual Colander, so the design that it creates are pretty cool. You put the 4 holes here towards the corner of the canvas. And I think I'm pretty much in the middle, maybe a little bit like that way, yeah. And I have a glass here. I'll try to do white first, then the Mars black, then the manganese blue hue, then the Pyrolle orange, then the Fluorescent orange, and finally the Fluorescent blue. And it's probably gonna go better with my right hand. Trying to swirl it into the Colander here. And lift, let it drip too. And now I will cover the corners and the sides and give you a time lapse so you can see all the cells and effects appear as they do. Alright, so the result is amazing. I'm super happy with it and I love it. I love the contrast I get between the orange and the blue. I love the contrast I get between the black, but the black mixed with the other colors, so it just made some of it darker and some of it lighter, and I love that. It's really nice. It mixed because when I pour it in the colander, it ends up on the colander and then it goes between the holes and then it goes between the little ledge. So there's a lot of stages that make the paint mix together. And I mean, I quite like it actually. So I have some part where the blue is darker, where the blue is lighter because it mixed with the black and the white. I have some part where the orange is super light and some part where we can see it really nicely. I have dark parts, light parts, a lot of contrast overall, really, between blue and orange and between the black and the white. Even if we don't have the white and the black pure, you can see that they are there, like here, super dark here, and super light in the middle, and here we have a little bit of white. I sure hope that the titanium white will make it stay more this time as it dries. We'll see as it dries. But once again, I'm last second because I had the video filmed in advance, and well, my camera decided that it didn't want to film, and I didn't notice it. So I have half a video. So when I went to edit it today, I realized that, and I was like, oh no! And yeah, so I had to make another painting. This one. So the picture of it will be in the next video, and the picture from last video will be in this video. And if you want to see the picture of everything I make, go to my Facebook page or my Twitter account. The links are in the description. I also have a Facebook group where I like to see what's everyone up to. I love seeing all your work, pouring or not. Sometimes I draw, I do something else in pours, and I like to see that as well. So yeah, check that out for sure. And really happy with this painting. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'd love to hear your opinions, your feedback, if you want to see more of the Colander. And yeah, I'm a happy painter. And we're back, and like I said, I'm a really happy painter. It reminds me of a stormy sky, especially the darker parts where there's like the black mixed with the manganese blue hue, and maybe some of the fluorescent blue. And that's the cool thing. I have 2 blue and 2 oranges. One of each is fluorescent, so which orange is showing everywhere here? We're not sure. Which blue is showing everywhere here? We're not sure. So the surprise will be under the black light when we can see the fluorescent colors pop up. And I can't wait to put it under a black light. And as I said, the pictures would be in the next video or on my Facebook page, Twitter account. And the links are in the description. And yeah, really happy with the result. I couldn't be happier. And I really like the Colander, and I have to do more of these because I love how all the color mix together, but at the same time we keep a little bit of contrast in the painting. And if you know me just a little, you'll know I paint only for the contrast, basically. I'm a big contrast fan, and especially with fluid painting, I love the contrast. I can't get enough of it. I love the fluidity, the contrast, but mainly the contrast in the colors, how the colors interact together, and that's all about it. So, yeah, if you like this video, give it a like. It helps me out a lot, and on that note, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great day. Make sure to subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!